Well, Italy. What does it have to say about UFOs? According to some Italian ufologists, the first documented case of a UFO sighting in Italy dates back April 11, 1933. Wow, to Varese. Documents at the time show that an alleged UFO crashed or landed near Vergiate. Might be some Allied invasion or something. I don't know. Maybe some kind of a weird plane that we have there, but they didn't have in Italy. Following this, Benito Mussolini created a secret group to look at it called Cabinet RS-33. Alleged UFO sightings gradually increased since the war, peaking in 78 and 2005. The total number of sightings in 1947 since then are 18,500, of which 90% are identifiable. So what's the 10%? Come on. Plus or minus. In 2000, Italian ufologist Roberto Pinotti published material regarding the so-called Fascist UFO Files, which dealt with the flying saucer that had crashed near Milan in 1933, some 14 years before the Roswell, New Mexico crash, and of the subsequent investigation by a never-mentioned before cabinet RS-33 that allegedly was authorized by Benito Mussolini and headed by the Nobel scientist Guglielmo Marconi. A spaceship was allegedly stored in the hangars of the SIAI Marchetti in Vergiate near Milan. How come none of this was actually revealed? Some guy was building something in his backyard. I don't know. Notable cases. UFO sighting, Florence, October 28, 54, followed by a fall of angel hair. What? 73, Alitalia airplane left Rome for Naples, sighted a mysterious round object. Two Italian Air Force planes from Pino confirmed the sighting. In the same year, there was another sighting at Casale Airport near Turin. Some guy was playing a big jokester there, most of the time. That's what happens. 1978, two young hikers, while walking on Monte Musin near Turin, saw a bright light. One of them temporarily disappeared and, after a while, was found in a state of shock and with a noticeable scald on one leg. After regaining consciousness, he reported having seen an elongated vehicle and that some strangely shaped beings descended from it. Maybe it was some bad wine. Both the young hikers suffered from conjunctivitis for some time. Interesting. A clear encounter reported in September 78 in Torretta di Siena, in the province of Siena. A young motorist saw in front of him a bright object, two beings of small stature, who wore suits and helmets. The two approached the car, and after watching it carefully went back and rose again to the UFO. A boy who lived in it with his family in a country house not far from there said he had seen at the same time a kind of small reddish sun. Yeah, a couple of kids playing volleyball with funny outfits. Yeah, maybe it was Halloween, I don't know. Yet in 1978 there has been also the story of Pier Fortunato Zanfretta, the best known and most controversial case of an Italian alleged alien abduction. Zanfretta said, I guess he's undergoing psychotherapy or something. Zanfretta said, also with truth serum injected, to have been kidnapped by reptilian-like creatures on the night of 6 December and 7 December while he was performing his job at Marzano in the municipality of Torriglia in the province of Genoa. 52 testimonies of the case from other people were collected. January 25th, 2021, a woman living in Capolona, a small town in the province of Arezzo, claims to have seen in the sky on the night of January 25th a strange light object. In addition to his own story, he provides proof. A video he made with his smartphone. ARIA, Italian Alien Research Association, is investigating the case. All right, here's 2023. What about it? United Kingdom. Flying Saucer Working Party published his final report in 1951 June, which remained secret for over 50 years. Wow, not a secret to keep. The Working Party concluded that all UFO sightings could be explained as misidentifications of ordinary objects or phenomena. I'll go with that. Optical illusions, psychological misperceptions, and aberrations or hoaxes. Or maybe just a drunken backyard party. The report stated we accordingly recommend very strongly that no further investigation of reported mysterious aerial phenomena be undertaken unless and until some material evidence becomes available. Hello? 8 file collections on UFO sightings dated back 1978 to 87 were first released on May 14, 2008 to the National Archives by the Ministry of Defense, MOD. Although kept secret from the public for many years, most of the files have low levels of classification and none are classified top secret. 200 files are set to be made public by 2012. The files are correspondence from the public sent to the British government and officials such as the MOD and Margaret Thatcher. The MOD released the files under the Freedom of Information Act due to requests from researchers. These files include, but are not limited to, UFOs over Liverpool and Waterloo Bridge in London. That's where they held some garden parties, on the way to garden parties, I don't know. On October 20th, 2008, more UFO files were released. Thousands and thousands. Thousands, you'd think something would have come up and say, wow, this is substantive. One case release detailed that in 1991, an Alitalia passenger aircraft was approaching London Heathrow Airport when the pilots saw what they described as a cruise missile fly extremely close to the cockpit. The pilots believed the collision was imminent. UFO expert David Clark says this is one of the most convincing cases for a UFO he has come across. A secret study of UFOs was undertaken for the Ministry of Defense between 1996 and 2000. It was codenamed Project Condign. The resulting report, titled Unidentified Aerial Phenomena in the UK Defence Region, was publicly released in 2006. But the identity and credentials of whomever constituted Project Condign remains classified. The report confirmed earlier findings. Maybe they found something they didn't want to release that was some military secret, and they didn't release this nonsensical report of a UFO. See, the report confirmed earlier findings that the main causes of UFO sightings are misidentification of man-made and natural objects. The report noted no artifacts of unknown or unexplained origin have been reported or handed to the UK authorities, despite thousands of unidentified aerial phenomena reports. There are no signet, ILINT, or radiation measurements on little useful video and still imminent, IMINT, whatever that means. It concludes, there is no evidence that any UAP seen in the UKADR, UK Air Defence Region, are incursions by air objects or any intelligent extraterrestrial or foreign origin, or that they represent any hostile intent. A little discussed conclusion of the report was that novel meteorological plasma phenomena akin to ball lightning are responsible for the majority, if not all, of otherwise inexplicable sightings, especially reports of black triangle UFOs. I have pictures of phenomena over the ocean from America where the sun hit a cloud and there was a ship over the horizon, and so there was a UFO ship in the clouds. Yeah, hello. On December 9th, it was a merchant ship. On December 1, 2009, the Ministry of Defense quietly closed down its UFO investigations unit. The unit's hotline and email address were suspended by the MOD on that date. The MOD said there was no value in continuing to receive and investigate sightings in a release stating in over 50 years, no UFO report has revealed any evidence of a potential threat to the United Kingdom. The MOD has no specific capability for identifying the nature of such sightings. There is no defense benefit in such investigation, and it would be an inappropriate use of defense resources. Hello? Furthermore, responding to reported UFO sightings diverts MOD resources from tasks that are relevant to defense. The Guardian reported that MOD claimed the closure would save the ministry around £50,000 a year. The MOD said it would continue to release UFO files to the public through the National Archives. Notable cases. According to records released on August 5, 2010, British wartime Prime Minister Winston Churchill banned the reporting for 50 years of an alleged UFO incident because of fears it could create mass panic. Reports given to Churchill asserted that the incident involved a Royal Air Force reconnaissance aircraft returning from a mission in France or Germany toward the end of World War II. It was over or near the English coastline when it was allegedly intercepted by a strange metallic object which matched the aircraft's course and speed for a time before accelerating away and disappearing. The aircraft's crew were reported to have photographed the object, which they said had hovered noiselessly near the aircraft before moving off. According to the documents, details of the cover-up emerged when a man wrote to the government in 1999 seeking to find out more about the incident and described how his grandfather, who had served with the RAF in the war, was present when Churchill and U.S. General Dwight D. Eisenhower discussed how to deal with the UFO encounter. Maybe they had some strange booze on the airplane. Now, that's their report. There's no evidence produced, right? The files come from more than 5,000 pages of UF reports, letters, and drawings from members of the public, as well as questions raised in Parliament. They are available to download from the National Archives website. Don't forget to put some ink in your printer. In the April 1957 West Froy incident in Scotland, named after the principal military base involved, 2 unidentified objects flying high over the UK were tracked by radar operators. The objects were reported to operate at speeds and perform maneuvers beyond the capability of any known aircraft. Also significant is their alleged size, which, based on the radar returns, was closer to that of a ship than an aircraft. That's a little bizarre. Well, a couple more booze drinks, on the way home. In a Rendlesham Forest incident of December 1980, U.S. military personnel witnessed UFOs near the airbase at Woodbridge, Suffolk, over a period of 3 nights. On one night, the deputy base commander, Colonel Charles I. Halt, and other personnel followed 1 or more UFOs that were moving in and above the forest for several hours. Colonel Halt, maybe it was just a flashlight for some kids playing hide and seek in the forest nearby. Colonel Halt made an audio recording while this was happening. Yeah, the kids screaming, all the income free. Colonel Halt made an audio recording while this was happening and subsequently wrote an official memorandum summarizing the incident. After retirement from the military, he said he had deliberately downplayed the event, officially termed unexplained lights, to avoid damaging his career. Other base personnel are said to have observed one of the UFOs, which had landed in the forest and even gone up to and touched it. Okay. Uruguay. Okay, the Uruguayan Air Force conducted UFO investigations since 1989. Reportedly analyzed 2,100 cases, of which they regard approximately 2% as lacking explanation. I guess they don't have a lot of television. Astronomer reports. USAF's Project Blue files indicated that approximately 1% of all unknown reports came from amateur and professional astronomers or other telescope users such as missile trackers or surveyors. 1952, astronomer J. Allen Hynek, then a consultant to Blue Book, conducted a small survey of 45 fellow professional astronomers. 5 reported UFO sightings, about 11%. In the 1970s, astrophysicist Peter A. Strzok conducted 2 large surveys on the AIAA and American Astronomical Society. About 5% of the members polled indicate that they had had UFO sightings. Astronomer Clyde Tombaugh, who admitted to 6 UFO sightings, including 3 green fireballs, supported the extraterrestrial hypothesis for UFOs and stated he thought scientists who dismissed it without study were being unscientific. Where's the evidence? He has an opinion. What evidence does he know about that wasn't considered? Nothing. Another astronomer was Lincoln La Paz, who had headed the Air Force's investigation into the green fireballs, another UFO phenomenon in New Mexico. La Paz reported 2 personal sightings, one of a green fireball,